Here.
Alderwoman Hubbard. Alderwoman Murphy.
Here.
Alderman Ogilvy. Alderwoman Navarro.
Here.
Alderwoman Middlebrook. Chairman Vaccaro.
Present.
President Reed.
Here.
8 present. You have a quorum.
There is a sign-up sheet if anybody wants to speak for or against this. It's up front. The members of the committee, we have to speak really loud because the speakers are not working, but you still need to use your microphone because the TV group will pick it up. So President Reed, you're recognized on Board Bill 193.
These are 275. Oh, here.
That allow for small marijuana cases to be tried in municipal court. This past year, Kansas City put a measure before the voters that reduced the fines of small marijuana possession cases to a flat $25. It passed by over 70% of the voters in Kansas City. It also included some of the provisions that we had in our original bill, Board Bill 275, that allowed for small marijuana cases to be tried in municipal court, right? So what this bill does, Board Bill 193, is pretty straightforward and simple. You have a copy of 275? You guys all have a copy of it?
Yes.
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 If you thumb through that original bill, if you turn to page 2, section 2, you'll see the strikeouts. And that's the first section that Board Bill 193 changes section 2 and removes items 1, 2, and 3, being people who have pled guilty or been found to have had a felony within previous 10 years would not have been allowed to have their drug case heard in municipal court. But remove that, we then remove that penalty. People who have been found guilty of a state court or Class A misdemeanor or the possession of marijuana, receiving 5 years, we're going to strike that sentence also. And people who pled guilty or found guilty in state municipal court on misdemeanor marijuana possession on 2 or more occasions, receiving 5 years. So those three sentences we were striking in this new bill. And then the second part, which if you turn to page 3, section 3, we would change it from start with line 5. Any person violating this ordinance shall be subject to a fine of not less than $100 and not more than $500. We're going to strike that and make that a flat $25. That's all that this ordinance does. Back in 2004, I passed an ordinance, I introduced a board bill to address the issues of drug paraphernalia. People being hit with fines of $100 and $500 for drug paraphernalia. So I introduced that ordinance to remove that fine. So we removed that fine. We're going to introduce another board bill that will further refine that bill that I passed back in 2004 related to drug paraphernalia laws. So that's all this bill does, Board Bill 9.
And it's my understanding that it brings us in line with what Kansas City did.
Yes, it does exactly what Kansas City's ordinance does. So Kansas City ordinance had drug paraphernalia as part of the original ordinance. But we had it in 2 separate ordinances. In this one, we're repealing ordinance 69429. In the drug paraphernalia one, we have to different ordinance there to address the issues of drug paraphernalia.
Okay, and no one signed up? There was a sheet up there, if anybody wants to speak on this? Okay, then we're gonna, Alderman Kennedy, you could start the questions off if you have any.
No questions, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, then Alderman Boyd.
Yeah, so it basically looks like if you get caught with a blunt, you basically get a fine of $25, like a parking ticket.
Yes, yes.
Alderwoman Howard.
No questions.
Alderman Arnowitz.
So, okay, and then, Mr. President, if I'm reading this right, so anyone who possesses over 35 grams of marijuana, that would still be a state charge?
Yes.
So are we kicking it up from 28 to 35?
Yes, yes, to be in alignment with Kansas City, they get 35. And, you know, after talking to the city council's office, talking to the new public safety director, and also the circuit attorney, they all thought that was okay.
So this kicks it up from an ounce to a little over an ounce?
Yeah, 1 1/4 ounce.
Okay, that's all the questions I have.
Alderwoman Hubbard.
No questions.
Alderwoman Murphy.
No questions, thank you.
Vice Chairman Ogilvy.
Thank you, Mr.
You just gotta talk. You
Still need to talk.
still need,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
because it picks the TV.
I understand the bill. I just want to mention that I would appreciate. On behalf of the committee, I've requested information from the Circuit Attorney's Office on on what circumstances they are prosecuting marijuana possession under, and going back a few years. So we have a sense of what is actually happening in terms of marijuana prosecutions, because I hear conflicting and contradictory things from different people. So I would like to go to the source and have that data. I don't have it yet. It's not particularly pertinent to this bill. I think we can proceed with this bill without that information, but I think it's very important to have that info, and I just want to bring that up in public again, that we need that info to properly consider some other bills on this topic, I believe. And I think we only have some of the municipal charge info because of some RFT reporting. So I'll just, on behalf of the committee, I'll make a request that I would really like a breakdown from the circuit attorney and from our municipal prosecutor of how we're actually implementing, what's on the books now, so that we have an accurate understanding of how we are treating marijuana possession in St. Louis and under what circumstances we're doing state prosecutions versus municipal fines. So that's my only comment. Thank you.
So I just, so I know you said you're fine with proceeding with this, but why don't, let's set a meeting, not for this, but a separate meeting, and call them into that meeting. We put it in legislation, we'll just call them in and actually do something where we actually call them in and get answers.
I agree, and I think we need both the circuit attorney and municipal prosecutor.
So, Mr. Vice Chairman, would you set up that?
I'd be happy to.
There you go.
Thank you.
Alderwoman Middlebrook. Not here. Oh, I'm sorry. It'd help if I was paying attention to what I'm doing here. Alderwoman Navarro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a question just in terms of how this would play out. So the committee does have other legislation under consideration regarding a similar topic. And if we were to I guess, how do those two interplay? If we were to move forward on both of those, are they contradictory?
Gets into everything from, the city's ability to even engage in marijuana possession cases. It would limit the city's ability to enforce its nuisance laws for people, for houses or properties within neighborhoods court system and providing, a means a means for them to begin to rebuild their lives and not have it haunt them for the rest of their lives.
So, and this is probably the current situation too. So if someone just only has a marijuana charge, there's not a charge, there's no record that is generated just based on marijuana usage. I mean, unless it's over over the 35 grams. Okay. Thank you. No more questions. What's that?
You don't show up for your court date.
Well, right.
Is there any other questions of anyone on the committee? Any questions of anybody in the room? Any alderman, alderwoman in the room? Anybody got questions?
Let's move on, move on, move on.
Okay, then.
I'd like
seeing
to
that no
call
one-
the question.
Okay, so you're making a motion that
I
we-
want to make a motion that we
Yes,
move
order.
past this with a do pass recommendation.
Second.
Bill
Second, Madam Clerk, will
93.
you please call the roll?
Alderman Kennedy?
Aye.
Alderman Boyd?
Aye.
Alderwoman Howard?
Aye.
Alderman Arnowitz?
Aye.
Alderwoman Hubbard? Alderwoman Murphy? Alderman Ogilvy?
Aye.
Alderwoman Navarro?
Aye.
Alderwoman Middlebrook? Chairman Vaccaro?
Aye.
President Reed? 10 aye votes. Do pass.
And I want to thank the committee. This committee has been spectacular about showing up on time, and, I mean, I'm just really happy.
That's what we're here
Al-
for.
Alderman Boyd?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, maybe this is a Scribner's error, but I just noticed that this says Board Bill 275 floor substitute.
Oh, that was the one.
That's the old one,
So what Board Bill?
193.
Oh, okay, that's the one, okay.
Okay. And Vice Chair, you're going to set up, and you're going to schedule a meeting then?
Yep.
I think it's important. And then maybe at that same time, would you want to bring the police chief or anybody in? Whoever you feel like we need to bring in on this topic, let's bring them in.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, so we're out. Thank you.